So today, while Rod Rosenstein was delivering the IG report on the Clinton case to the White House, at that same moment, pretty much, back here in New York, the Attorney General's office, who has said that they will, quote, use every available legal tool to fight Trump's dangerous agenda, filed a lawsuit against the Trump Foundation. The suit, which specifically names the president's children, along with the president, Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka, accuses the foundation of illegal conduct and alleges unlawful coordination with the Trump presidential campaign. New York Attorney General Barbara Underwood, who took over that position after Eric Schneiderman resigned in disgrace amid reports that he had abused women, she says this. The Trump Foundation was little more than a checkbook for payments from Mr. Trump or his businesses to nonprofits, regardless of their purpose or legality. Underwood seeking $2.8 million in restitution plus penalties and wants the foundation dissolved, which, by the way, the president wanted to do a long time ago when he ran for office, but they said they had to keep it open so that they could keep the investigation open. The president now says he will not settle this case. Corey Lewandowski is President Trump's former campaign manager and is co-author of Let Trump Be Trump. Good to see you this evening, Corey. Thanks for being here. What do you think about this suit?
Well, I think this is politics at its very worst. What we've seen is Eric Schneiderman thought he was going to make his political career going after Donald Trump and his family and the foundation. At the same time, he was asking them for donations when he was running for office. So that's the hypocrisy of New York politics. And now you look at what the Attorney General has said recently about this administration. Let me read it to you. It's very important. Battling the White House is the most important work I have ever done. That's what the Attorney General of New York has said. So if you don't think that her attacks on the Trump Foundation are a political vendetta, then nothing is. She is abusing her power as the Attorney General to go after a foundation which has donated tens of millions of dollars to charitable causes and specifically those to help veterans. And
I mean, Eric Schneiderman didn't really use his office at all to investigate the Clinton Foundation. He was a supporter of Hillary Clinton, but did not choose to use the office's resources to look into that at all. But in terms of the campaign and what they are accusing the campaign of, Corey, it does point to you directly with regard to the Iowa caucuses. And there's the email that you wrote to Alan Weisselberg, and the subject is Veterans Charities, and it says, is there any way we can make some disbursements this week while in Iowa, specifically on Saturday? Now, they're claiming that the foundation was used to funnel cash to certain organizations in order to, I guess, curry favor ahead of the caucuses. What do you say about that, Corey?
Look, let me be very clear. I've never spoken to anyone from the New York Attorney General's office. They've never contacted me. I've always made myself available. So, again, this is politically motivated. And if people were really concerned about a foundation, Hillary Clinton's foundation raised $500 million from countries like Qatar and Algeria and Kuwait and gave 15% of their money for programmatic requests. 15% of the $500 million they gave away. The Trump Foundation, by contrast, raised $18.8 million over 30 years and gave away $19.2 million, meaning they gave away more money than they actually ever raised. They had zero overhead. If you look at what the Trump Foundation has been giving, they gave $1,100,000 to the Marine Corps and Law Enforcement Association. That is the association that's tasked with, if you die in the line of duty as a United States Marine or as a law enforcement officer, this is the foundation that funds your kids' education. The Trump Foundation gave them $1.1 million. The Green Beret Foundation, the Navy SEALs Foundation. These are the premier foundation, the 22 Kill Foundation, which is designed to prevent the 22 individuals who kill themselves every day after they come back from suicide.
Understood.
This is where the Trump family gave their money. So I don't understand why there is any question that Mr. Trump and his companies that he controlled personally donated over $8 million to this foundation over the last 30 years, because that's the charitable individual that he is, and he should be praised for the work that he's done.
All right. So in terms of any suggestion that the campaign was using that money in any way other than a charitable donation, to that you say?
Look, Martha, to the best of my knowledge, and I'm sure of this, all of the money that foundation gave, the Trump Foundation gave to recognized 501c3 charities in accordance with the law, and nobody's ever accused us of doing anything otherwise.
And the president says he will fight this, which is basically his M.O. when these kind of things come up, correct?
Well, you have to fight, because when you are politically targeted, this is politics as worse. This is someone using their office, in this case, the Attorney General of New York, using her office to go after the Trump Foundation, which, as Martha, you said at the beginning, they offered to close the foundation a year and a half ago and settle any potential problems. And they said, no, we need to keep it open. And the New York Attorney General's office right now is holding almost $2 million of foundation money that they can't disperse to those charitable causes.
Corey Lewandowski, thank you very much. We'll see where it goes. Good to see you tonight, sir. Thank you.